I want to be.
If everyone's ready. I'm sticking around for you, Don.
Okay, let's bring this to order. I don't get a gavel?
We only have the one.
No, but you get a microphone.
I can bring a hammer.
You absolutely are entitled to bring the
I'm bringing swords
Get
in
a mic.
next time.
Okay. Good evening. Thanks for everybody being here. This is the Facility Disposition and Site Remediation Committee meeting. Committee members are myself as chair, Kathy Patterson as vice chair, Eric Croson, how do you pronounce that? Crossan. William Roten, Robert Smith, Nina Spinelli, Earl Shepard, Ed Sturkin, and Louis Walters. Okay.
Do we have anybody on the phone? Because you don't have a.
Oh, good point. Yeah. Anybody on the phone?
Don't press two.
Sturkin's on the phone.
Okay.
Ed, get you
Eleanor Hudson is on the phone.
Okay. Thank you.
Heather Cathcart with South Carolina DHEC.
Good. Okay. Can I ask you guys, when you're not speaking, to make sure you put your phone on mute? Last night we had some interesting feedback. Okay. And I would like to just ask how many members of the public are here tonight as members of the public? Thank you. Okay. Two. Just trying to. Okay, we're ready for the point of contact status update, Avery.
Good evening. Avery Hammett with Department of Energy. Unfortunately, I don't have a long list of updates for you because we just had the full board a few weeks ago, but I do have one item that is a good news item. On April 3rd, SRR received notice that they won the 2017 Department of Energy Sustainability Award for their submission about their initiative to save well water usage. So they have utilized some sustainable technologies in reducing well water usage and associated energy and monetary costs, and ensured that the National Pollutant Discharge Elimination System, that's NPDES, I'm sure y'all have heard that, pH limits were met while avoiding costly alternative technologies. And so this is very good news. They're going to receive an award on site at our Earth Day celebration next week, I think, the 20th, Thursday, yeah. So that's a very good news item, and we're proud of SRR's work. And one of the things that they did, and you may see it on one of your tours, is they, to prevent some evaporation and some other issues, they used a rhombo ball cover, which is there are these black plastic 8-sided, 10-sided, rhombo, whatever a rhombo side, however many sides that is, but multi-sided balls that fit together like puzzle pieces over the surface of the water. And they fit really tightly versus round balls, which would only touch at one point. These are flat, so they touch all over. And it was they worked with DHEC to get permission to do this on the basin, and it worked. And so they submitted that as their write-up. So it's a good news item, and we're proud of them for that. And that is really my only sort of update item that I have. So unless anybody has any questions for me. Anybody?
Go ahead.
Nina Spinelli Cab, is the Earth Day celebration open to the public, or is that a site-only event?
This is just the site-only event, but there is, in Aiken, I know there's an Earth Day celebration downtown on the Newberry Street Festival site, and I know DHEC is one of the presenters. They'll have a booth set up there. That's Saturday, the
24?
Yeah, I can't see that calendar because I'm really blind, but 25th maybe?
Yep, 22nd.
Oh, I'm looking at March, yeah, 22nd, yes. I'm sure Augusta maybe has one also. I'm not.
There's going to be a lot of activities that day.
I don't live in Augusta, but I know Aiken does. Any other questions?
I'm having a senior moment. There was something that I'd asked you to give an update on in each one of these, and now I can't remember what the topic was.
I think I'm having a senior moment too, because,
I'll remember at the,
Not
after the
sure.
meeting's over.
okay, yeah, remind me.
Okay, any other questions from the CAB members? Any public comments or questions about this update? No? Okay. All right, I guess you're on up again for environmental monitoring overview. Are you doing that, Avery?
I am not,
Oh, you're not. Who's doing that? Oh, Gail.
so.
She'll, yeah, it's just a
It's the same,
discussion.
this is,
So,
okay, this is
so
the
if you have
same
some questions-
presentation that we gave. It was the same presentation from the full board meeting, right?
Exactly right. So
So-
Gail's here to help answer any questions that you may have as you discuss what actions you may want to take through this presentation, or any lingering questions that you may have, or anything like that.
Gail, it's not a question, but it's a comment. I had several newer board members come up to me after your presentation in March and told me that it was really understandable and really a great presentation.
Let me just skim here for a minute.
Nina, why do you think that was? What was so different about this one? Was it the way that she related it back to individuals' homes, or?
I think so. I think Nina Spinelli Cab, that out of a lot of the presentations that are kind of maybe in a higher level, this one was something that was really relatable, that people could understand. And I know one person specifically talked about that graphic of the person in the house and the flow chart, because that's something that impacts a person. It's something that they can tangibly see. So I don't know how you can use that to spread it to other presentations, but the feedback was that all of this just really resonated. This and the forestry presentation.
Well, the only questions that I had last time about this, looking back at the oversight of the environment, the DHEC oversight, et cetera, is ensuring that as the administration changes get implemented, that these programs continue. There hasn't been any kind of words coming down that says anything's being defunded or any permits that are going to be not having to be followed or anything like that. I want to just keep tabs of that.
Mike McElhan's Department of Energy. No, there's been absolutely no discussion about not funding permit compliance or anything like that. We have permits and agreements and commitments to the state and to the EPA, and those commitments are going to continue to be worked as we've made where we've made formal commitments.
Thank you. Just want to have that on the record.
So do you have any other further follow-up for Gail?
I don't think so. I'm done. Does anybody else have anything else on that? Members of the public? Okay. What's next? We've got a draft recommendation. Thank you, Nina. This is about the pollinators. I was able to skim it. I like the concept. I didn't get to go through and it seems to me that just from a 30,000 foot level, that there's more background that we really need. But that's just my opinion. I think we could easily keep this on one side of the page.
I wish you were
It's all
here like
true.
an hour ago.
You all had this discussion at the last meeting?
Yes.
Oh.
Yeah. Maybe we can just make the font smaller.
From a policy standpoint, James, is there any issue with having over having this much background?
Oh, no.
Okay.
You can explain it as much as you'd care to.
I thought we were trying to keep them.
It's more of a
Who
rule
did
of thumb
that?
than it is.
Who told us to change all
I
that
will
down?
talk to you. Yeah, no, I totally agree with you 100% on that. The only reason, Nina Spinelli Cab, that it was just a little bit longer than I normally like was because I did not realize until I started researching this that there's a difference in pollinators between the honeybees and then the monarch butterflies are also pollinators. I didn't realize they counted as that, and so that's why I added that extra little part because at first I was just going to make it about the bees, and then I wanted to broaden it and do all pollinators. So that's why I think it's a little bit longer.
I mean, that's just something to take up time here to discuss, but no. It was good information. I really thought it was good information. So, and I like the recommendation in general. Is there any discussion from any of the CAB members of what's in here? Do you think it's something that's, as it is currently written, ready to vote on to see if we want to send it to the full CAB?
Love you, Dawn. Yeah, I'm happy with any suggestions on wording or anything like that.
I think it read well.
Did you? Good.
So, do we have a motion to send this to full CAB?
I make the motion that we send this to full cab.
Second? We only have so many members here. I'll second. I'm allowed to second, right?
Sure.
Okay. Okay, get out my little handy dandy card. Let's see, do we have a discussion now?
You can, yeah.
Ask any further discussion? Any further discussion? Okay. Yays?
Yay.
Anybody else on the phone? Yays?
Eleanor, can you hear us?
Yeah, I'm probably not eligible to vote. My name is not on the list as a committee member.
Oh, that's right. If the people on the phone, are they allowed to vote if they're on the phone? I can't remember what our policy was on
They
that.
can vote on the phone.
Okay, good, okay.
Okay.
Okay, so,
Ed Circuit votes yes.
okay.
Good.
Any opposed? Say nay. Okay, we'll bring this up to the next CAB meeting. Okay, any further discussion around the table? Any other topics we want to bring up? One thing that I'd want to just kind of keep on the front is once D area is done, remember the question I asked at the full CAB of what are the other projects and what I asked EPA what their top ones were. I'd like to just kind of keep that next 2 or 3 items that may not be funded at this point, but what they are and if there's anything that's being thought about in the near future for funding those.
Avery Hammett, DOE. You will be receiving a presentation, I think now we've bumped it to July, on the final approved Appendix E.
Okay.
Because it has not yet been approved, so we can't do it for the next meeting, so it's going to be bumped a little bit. But that will give you a good overview of the upcoming priorities that EPA, South Carolina DHEC, and DOE have all agreed to, and then so we can then keep those, in the vision, for the future, so we can keep you informed with that. But you'll get that presentation, July. July.
Okay. All right. Great. Thanks. Anything else? Okay. Public comment. This is the public comment now. No public comments. Okay.
You're awesome.
Wow.
Shortest meeting on record.
Took me longer to drive here. Okay, I guess we adjourn. Where's my
Thank
hammer?
you.